Hello, and welcome to this review of the York Family Historical Romance book series by Victoria Dahl. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot. You're watching Random Olive Reads. First up is A Little Bit Wild, and in this one we have a younger sister of a baron, Marissa, who has gotten herself caught in a compromising situation with a man who she really doesn't want to marry. Marissa is shallow and flighty and just wanted to find some pleasure, even though the fumbling man she was with did not provide it. But with the potential for scandal, her older brother, the Baron, insists that she marry. Her other brother's friend Jude steps up and volunteers for the job, despite him being the illegitimate son of a duke and someone who has completely escaped Marissa's notice until now. Jude has been intrigued by Marissa's wickedness and hopes to make her his wife in truth. She's just hoping for a fake engagement for the time being until the scandal blows over and she can get back to her dancing and frivolity. Now, I generally don't love books with shallow, spoiled women, but somehow this one works with her very slow realization that she really is callous and cruel towards Jude. There's also a lot going on with other characters at the house party, and it's fun to see how all the players interconnect. And there was a nice setup here for her brother Aiden's story next. Book two is It's Always Been You. Now, Aiden, second son of a baron, had loved and lost when his sweetheart died at sea. After that tragedy, 10 years prior, he turned into a cold and unfeeling rake. In a small shipping town on business, he sees a woman that looks a lot like his old sweetheart Kate and follows her into her shop. Well, it turns out Kate didn't die, and her parents lied about the death and married her off to a plantation owner in Ceylon. After suffering a horrible marriage, she has fled and built a new identity and new business in England. While Aiden and Kate reconnect and kind of figure out what thwarted them all those years ago, Kate is still keeping secrets about her marriage and her true identity. Now, this was an enjoyable read, even though it was somewhat predictable, and you kind of know that her secrets will catch up to her. Now, this series makes the most sense if you read it in order because you get some clues on Aiden's personality from the first book. Now, it's a little strange that there's only 2 books in this series, and when you read it, it seems like there could be more books because Marissa and Aiden have an older brother and who isn't married yet. They have a cousin who announces an engagement at the end of book 2, but we don't know what happens with him either. I'm not sure if the series was left unfinished or if it was only meant to be 2 books. There's no indication that the author is working on continuing the series, and these 2 books were published in 2010 and 2011, so I'm just gonna predict that there's no more books about the York family. Overall, these were fun to read with just the right amount of plot to keep things moving, but nothing too terribly treacherous or angsty. Thank you so much for watching this video. Links to both of these books are in the description box. Like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.